Warning, don't watch this movie. Hey everyone, we're back
Fuck.
with the next episode of Real Shit. And today in this episode, we're talking about the worst horror movie I've ever watched. Jason Goes
God.
to Hell.
This one was my fault. I just want to say.
Roll the intro. Okay, let's get into this.
Oh, God.
Jason Goes to Hell. So I texted RJ the other day. I was like, RJ, let's record. He's like, I was like, what do you want to do a third movie? He's like, yeah, sure. We're only doing two, and he said, let's watch a slasher film. I'm like, I'm down for a slasher film. And so he picks Jason Goes to Hell.
Keep in mind, guys, I've never seen any of the Jason movies all the way through because I've never been able to sit through them. Like, what was it? Friday the 13th?
Yes, this is for, yeah.
The
initial
original one. I've seen, like, the ending of it.
I have too. It's not scary.
It's not.
The remake wasn't scary either.
When I was younger, I swore back and forth that Jason and Michael Myers were the same. I'm not even kidding. It was kind of like sad because
I mean, white mask.
It's the same.
Like
it's
they have a
same.
knife, they kill people.
The only difference is
One's in New Jersey. Oh.
I mean, I didn't look. Location.
That's where Crystal Lake is. Crystal Lake. My mom knows exactly where they filmed that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And then my mom's sister took her to see Friday the 13th when she was little.
Word.
She did not go outside for a while after that movie.
Understandable.
But this movie was made in 1992. This was the
God.
This
what a 90s
this was the movie
was.
that was made. This is this quote unquote sequel to Jason Takes Manhattan, which I had never even heard of. And apparently there's a comic book that ties this movie to that movie.
Seriously?
Yes, there is.
Oh my God.
Which I didn't. Have you heard of Jason Takes Manhattan?
Okay, so I thought this movie was like a sequel to Jason X.
Okay.
Which is like Jason in the future. But
oh my God, this is just an absolute mess of a series.
I want to look up.
I'm looking it up. Jason
many
movies in order. Cause Jesus, this movie. Like RJ said, he had never seen this movie before, and
so I realized I had seen like parts of it, but here's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was at my cousin's house, and my aunt
there are 12.
was over. 12? There's
12.
only 12?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
There's Friday the 13th, and then Friday the 13th Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 3. They weren't very creative. Friday the 13th, the final chapter, which probably should have been. Then it was Friday the 13th, the new beginning. Friday the 13th, Jason Lives. Friday the 13th, New Blood. Then Jason Takes Manhattan. Then it was Goes to Hell, the final Friday. Freddy vs. Jason. And then Friday the 13th, 2009 edition. And then Jason X, which came out in 2002. Oh my God, look at that mask. Look at this mask.
Yeah.
What the hell is that shit?
Yeah.
Looks like goddamn Dr. Doom.
I don't know.
Jason X, what the hell? Takes place that takes place in 2455.
Fucking God.
Takes place entirely in space. I need to watch this movie because it's gonna be so bad.
Oh God. I kind of want to have like a movie.
I almost feel like we do a stream and we do that because there's a website where you can watch movies and stream it while you watch the movie.
Word.
Yeah, so
we'll
figure that out. We'll figure it out.
Word. This was a shit show.
It was bad.
The first 5 minutes of the movie were god awful.
Well, first off, let me just say something. The woman, when she put on her towel, that towel did not come off like a normal towel would.
They definitely stapled that shit together.
So it must have been like a clasp underneath. Like
I don't even think
when she fell, that should have come off.
Yeah,
but it didn't.
I almost feel like that towel was just like a dress.
That towel was a paid actor.
I feel like it was just the dress
Probably.
that they made to look like a towel.
Yeah.
Or like the texture of it was made, because there's no way
So initially when the movie starts, you see, she's obviously every woman in a horror movie has to get naked at some point and take a shower.
But in the first,
they've been doing that since Psycho.
the first 5 minutes,
Literally, she we are introduced to her and then she starts getting naked. Like,
we're not even really introduced to her because we don't know who she is, why she's
That's
where
true.
she is.
That's true.
We know it's Crystal Lake because it's a Jason movie.
Right.
This is what you turned on.
Yeah, except that one time where he was in New York City, and then that one time when he was in space.
Anyway,
Like I said, they should have stopped when they wrote the final part.
here's the part of the movie where I was like, okay, I don't understand why. I don't understand anything anymore. I'm gonna describe it to you. It's when she is running and she starts doing parkour through the forest in a towel.
In a towel.
At that point,
lots of motion in a
when
towel.
she
though.
skid across the fucking the car.
Yeah, when she's sitting, I'm like, okay.
Oh my
alright.
god! I wanted to
Like,
turn
I'm
it
out.
off. I wanted.
Is that
to
when
so
you
bad.
texted me? This is a mistake.
I was 5 minutes into the movie. I texted Wally and said, "I think I made a mistake. I'm gonna finish it."
I was like,
But
it was funny. I finished the movie as you were starting it.
Yeah.
I was sitting there already have watched the movie. I was like, I wonder, why is that? He's like, this movie sucks.
This is.
And then he texted me back. I just finished. I'm like, oh, he had just started the movie. Yeah, I was like, oh, she slid across the car. All right.
Why is she sliding? And then
In a towel.
And then she did a flip. It looked very much like they just panned to the side of the movie set that was like the borderline between the actual scene and just the production lot, because you see all the lights and everything. And
yeah, you see these lights. They're like up. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Like, why
And then they turn all the lights, and the SWAT comes out and starts shooting Jason at least 900 times.
Don't understand.
And then they fucking bombed him.
But with what is my question?
I don't know.
Because
You never saw it fall. You just saw him explode.
You hear the dude say incoming, and then
Jason looks up, and then they blew him up.
Hearing Jason grunt when he's getting shot was hilarious.
It was out here like at the beginning of RoboCop.
Yeah, it was very
Bad.
It took away from the feel of scary.
Yes. It was like a bad 80s horror. No, it was like a bad 80s action movie.
This definitely felt like it was supposed to be like a spoof or something.
Right, that's exactly what it felt like.
But then you remember this is New Line Cinema. So this is like serious.
Right.
Because New Line Cinema takes themselves very seriously.
Right.
I don't understand why every movie that comes out of this fucking movie studio is just so bad. Not every movie, because Men in Black.
Right.
But holy shit.
So, alright, so they kill him. He's in a million pieces. They bring him in. And this weird guy is in the trees. He's like, he's not dead. I was like, the fuck?
I don't think so. Oh my god. I wrote down a fucking quote from him. You probably know what I'm about to fucking say.
Oh, probably.
Oh
Jesus.
my god.
So,
I was watching this with Liz.
I'm assuming she didn't like it either.
She was like,
What the fuck are we watching?
Yeah. So, okay. What was the white dude? He was just a reporter or something.
Oh, the guy with the glasses? I think he was just a friend.
No, not him.
The guy who was doing the TV show. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't remember what his name was.
So, okay, he goes, what makes you think of, what do you think of when you hear these two words? Jason Voorhees. And the dude says, that makes me think of a little girl in a pink dress putting a hot dog through a donut. And no explanation.
None.
And he just skips over it and is like, actually, I was talking about
Jason
him
Voorhees.
not being dead. But we're not going to acknowledge.
TV, he says this thing.
We're not going to acknowledge a little girl in a pink dress putting a hot dog through a donut.
Yeah, that was some...
What?
I don't know why I didn't turn it off there. That's where I should have turned the movie off.
But we can't.
But
we
no.
couldn't, because we had to do an episode on this movie.
Yeah.
Because I said that this would be a good idea.
For the record,
I knew it was going to be
in
bad.
theory, it could have been. They could have done this movie correct, a good way. This could have been a good
I
movie.
don't know.
But,
I don't think
okay, so anyway. So, I guess Jason is, one for all? or all for one. You can just get passed down to the next person.
I
Like,
think
what the fuck
I
is
think
this
what
bullshit?
it is. I think one of the Jason movies explains it.
Like he's a little parasite.
Like no, that he. So the original Jason is still in the lake because he drowned when he was 11.
Right.
So, but his soul is so full of hatred and evil
That it.
also combined with apparently his mother, Mama Voorhees. Apparently, she did some kind of ritual. That it was explained in one of the Jason movies.
Gotcha.
That.
So.
And it like
the
allows
others,
him to
right.
just keep coming back as
Just
long as
all for one.
I guess. I guess.
So the other movies make it make sense, or it's still bad. This movie.
Oh no, they're all still bad.
Okay.
I don't know of a Jason movie that I've ever heard of being good.
And again, like the first one I've heard is better. Is like decent.
But
again, this is what horror movies do. They just keep dragging it on.
After the first one, it's like it's
never
downhill.
good.
They start at the top of the hill, and they
then
just kick.
They beat it mercilessly, and then throw it down there.
Yeah.
Throw it through a can. Throw it down a cannon, and then they go back down there, can continue with beating it up.
They pick it up. They don't move it back to the top of the hill. They just keep it there and just shoot it straight into the ground. Because holy shit, what a bad movie this was.
It's a bad movie.
And it just keeps getting worse.
So let's talk about the murders. Specifically, so the first one he just right through the head with a probe.
Yeah.
Sticks right through that. Then he beats the shit out of the two guards.
Yeah.
And then he finds the campers, who the one had the hots for the guy, the main character guy.
Yeah, he's like the boyfriend of the sister of Jason.
Or ex-boyfriend of the sister, or something like that.
The baby daddy, because apparently the kid is his.
Yeah,
so
I didn't understand that. Whatever.
Technically, he's the father of
Voorhees' child.
Yes. That's crazy.
So anyway, so this that chick has the hots for him anyway. Anyway, she's the first one to get gotted on screen.
I don't know why.
Ish.
I didn't understand that because I thought Jason's whole thing was he's only killing people that are either making fun of him or...
Which they did at first.
Right, but she didn't say anything.
No, he just
She was happy that her friend was getting laid in the tent next to her that was 10 feet away.
Yeah, maybe 10. She's just sitting there and
that was also,
listening. It was
right. That was also an entire porn scene.
Yes, straight up, they were fucking on camera.
The only thing you don't see is the genitals.
That's it.
But everything else.
You see literally everything else.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
The fact that this movie came out and it was put in theaters.
Was it? I hope not.
You know what? No, I don't.
I
think
hope
so.
not.
I
hope it was straight to video.
I think it was straight to VHS.
But, so let's talk about this, and I wrote it down in a very odd way. Imagine laying pipe, and then the next second, where is it? Oh, the next thing you know, your significant other's body gets sliced in half. That'd be something.
Not just sliced in half. First impaled.
That's right. Impaled,
and then whatever was impaled with.
And then she just dragged, and then she just is in half, and he's still on his dick.
She was coming.
Yes, she was coming and bleeding and dying. All
climaxing.
At the same time.
What? Imagine that feeling. You're orgasming as you're dying.
It's just impaled.
That takes autoerotic asphyxiation to a whole new level.
See, we all know someone was turned on by that.
Somebody was like, "Oh shit!" They watched the first 20 minutes of the movie just to jack off. And they're just like, "Man, that one scene really gets me, but I can't get there unless I watch the whole first 20 minutes." So I have to watch all of it up to this point, and then
it starts with the first woman getting naked, and it ends with the other naked woman getting just sliced in half.
It was, man.
That was the most gruesome murder, and the only murder that I think in the whole movie made actual fucking sense.
Did it though?
No, I mean you can't just. Jason's strong as shit.
He's strong as shit.
Regardless of whose body he's taking over.
I watched. You ever heard of Death Battle on YouTube?
Know.
So they'll pit pop culture characters against each other.
Yeah.
Usually it's comic book characters versus each other, but
sure.
they'll do
horrible
like,
ones.
yeah, they've done. I think it was Jason versus, who was it?
Freddy?
No,
Michael?
I think they did Jason versus Michael.
Michael Myers, yeah.
You know, I don't know. I just remember them talking about Jason and his feet. Apparently, he's strong enough to lift a tank with like both hands.
I mean, he is an alien fetus, so I mean, it makes sense.
We're not gonna get into that part of the fucking lore. That's future space. But yeah, he is unbelievably strong. And I think one of the funniest parts of his strength, of like them showing how strong he is him elbowing that one lady, the fucking diner, elbowing her in the mouth,
mouth
so
caves
hard,
in.
and it's just that's like a new definition of shut the fuck up. She, you know what though, her character and her husband, the short dude, hilarious.
Yes,
best part of the movie.
That's how bad this movie was.
Best part of the movie, like right before they died, just their dialogue with each other. It was gross, but it was like, man, this is like actually funny.
They tried to shove so many goddamn genres into one movie. That was the comedy part. Okay, I have never seen anyone get aggressively shaven just to be taken over by a demon. Like, that man was aggressively shaven.
Why did he shave him?
I don't know.
He was the only one that he like took to his torture
Like,
dungeon.
he brought him to his torture dungeon and goes,
I'm gonna shave.
And he just shaves him, and then he just leans over and then moves himself into that body.
Like, why?
Why did he need to be shaved?
Does Jason not like having
facial hair? Why didn't you wait until you were in the body to shave? It would have been a lot easier.
He can't see.
Oh yeah, because when he looks in the mirror, it's him.
Yeah.
We
shouldn't have had to think so hard about that for it, but that just
he's
again,
just like
this movie is so bad.
He's like, I want to take this man over, but first, let me shave him. And he stripped him down just to do it.
Yeah.
And then he put his clothes back on.
Why did you get naked and then put clothes back on? It just didn't make any sense.
And then later on, that man melted.
That part was aggressively gruesome for no reason.
No reason.
It didn't make any sense because you don't see it happen with any of the people that he takes over.
No one else aggressively melts like that.
I mean,
and sticks to the wall.
Well, I guess you really only see him take over one more person.
That might have been maybe the scariest part of the movie, and it wasn't scary. Creepiest.
I think
weirdest. No, it wasn't the weirdest part of the movie.
See, that's the thing about the slasher movies.
Yeah.
They're a different type of horror to where it's not scary.
This is like technically my first slasher movie.
Yeah. Like
that I've like watched all the way through because like I've seen parts of Chucky, I've seen parts of Child's Play. But I was on TV, so it wasn't scary.
Right.
I've seen parts of Friday the 13th, like the original one and the remake, and I've seen parts of Freddy Krueger or Nightmare on Elm Street. But like this is like my first true slasher film because I don't find them scary.
They're not.
Which is weird. Because, you know, I think paranormal things are scarier because it's more, quote-unquote, likely to happen.
Yeah.
But not slasher films, even though technically those are probably more likely to happen.
Definitely more. I mean, at least the whole, like, killing aspect.
Yeah.
But I feel like these types of movies are, instead of it being, like, horror, thriller, it's just gore. Like, gore.
That's what it is. It's gore for gore's sake.
Yeah.
And there wasn't even that much gore in this movie.
Except that scene. Well, no. If you look at the different ways that everybody died.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that first.
I mean, the first actual killing.
Yeah, that's true. It was pretty. Okay, I take that back. It was pretty gory.
This was a very gory movie.
Yeah, he just straight up he put him down and sank.
And then you see his face. Pushed his face into the thing so hard that it made. I mean,
like a mark on it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Was I paying attention to the movie? Guess not.
I mean, how could you when you're laughing at how bad it is?
The women in this movie take showers at very unfortunate times.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's I'm by myself.
I think whoever
there's a killer on the loose. It's time to take a shower.
I think whoever is in charge of like the script was just like, all right, I want anybody that is like relevant to the story. If they're female, I want them to get naked and I want them to take a shower, or I want at least one sex scene.
And for that, I say bunk to horny jail.
Straight to horny jail. Straight to horny jail. Do not pass go.
The murders in this movie were terrible. Like, they were not creative
They were
at
so
all.
funny though.
Remember when he bunked the two heads together and their heads just cave in? Like, what the fuck? Well, he is super fucking strong apparently. He raised a tank, so like if he goes like this to people, their faces are gonna cave in. The husband of the diner owner face right into the fry oil.
Yeah.
That was not cool.
That was gruesome.
That was
like
gruesome.
excessive.
And he held it there, but he was still floundering around. I don't know how he died from that, but he did.
Because he left him in there.
No, I thought he threw him out.
Drowned? No, he drowned.
Oh, he drowned.
Yeah, you can drown in.
Yeah, you can drown in an inch of water. That's what they tell me at school, in elementary school.
I think that's just. I don't know why they tell us that.
Fearmonger? Is that the word?
I guess.
Let's fearmonger these 6-year-olds. Tell them they can drown in an inch of water.
The Duke is very. The scene.
Was he unnecessary in this movie?
No.
No.
Because he was the only one that knew about why.
Oh, that's true.
Jason was like, but they didn't explain why he knew that.
No, he just did.
He was just a bounty.
Maybe he's in other movies. I don't know.
I don't think so, because he definitely died.
Yeah.
In this one.
He crushed someone's head. He just grabbed it. But now that I know that, think about it, it doesn't seem as ridiculous.
I mean,
that he just grabbed someone's head, crushed it, and killed them.
Yeah.
Now that I know he could lift the fucking tank.
Okay, I won't say lift the tank, but grab it by the wheels and
kind of go like that.
Deadlift it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, still.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Either way.
The knife change. When the Duke handed his sister or whatever the knife.
Yeah. That didn't make
changed.
any sense.
No.
Didn't why.
It was real. It was like this ancient curse that
you
you
know
can only kill.
You know what? I think
knife.
I kind of recognized the knife only because I had seen some lore stuff about Jason beforehand.
Right.
Like a while ago.
Oh, I forgot he killed his mom. Or no, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he killed his
on
mom.
accident. He didn't mean to.
No, because he loves his mommy.
Yes.
He loves
He went to go kill the other guy, and then his mom got in front of him.
Yeah.
And then impaled her.
Yeah.
And then she got it. And then the guy who ran the TV show just took her body and put it in a closet. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't Jason's mom in this movie.
Oh, it wasn't Jason's mom.
That was his. His
they were related.
It was his sister.
Oh, his sister. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that was his niece, the blonde girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was her daughter.
Gotcha. Okay.
But he does kill his mother in one of the movies.
Okay.
I think it's in one of the first ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Because she doesn't come back. I don't think.
They tried to make this movie a historical curse movie, a sci-fi movie, and a horror movie, and it didn't work. And a comedy, it just didn't work. It became a comedy, actually.
I mean,
at a certain point.
In my opinion, this movie is definitely comedic horror at the very least.
Yeah, it almost felt like a scary movie at times.
At the very most.
You know, a scary movie. It almost felt like that at times. You never seen a scary movie? The movies are funny.
Oh,
with the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
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 It almost felt like that at times.
Those are hilarious.
Those are fucking hilarious.
Those are so funny.
Well, the first two were funny. I didn't see the third one. Or no, I did see the third one. I didn't like it because I watched it outside when I had a TV out there. I don't know why, but I did.
I'm trying to think. What was even the third one about?
I don't remember.
I know I really liked the fourth one.
I haven't seen the fourth one.
The fourth one was weird. I think the fourth one is the one about the War of the Worlds. Okay.
Jason crushed a bunch of people. As we've noticed. Mm-hmm. Couldn't kill that guy at all at the end.
Who?
Steven, the guy with the glasses.
Oh,
they were pushing each other around and fighting.
He
couldn't kill him.
He definitely threw him right onto a slab of concrete.
Could not kill him.
First.
No, just unbeatable. Steven's stronger.
Steven beats Jason
confirmed.
every day of the week.
Yes.
Don't know why, but I think it was just plot.
P.S. Steven has a major plot armor. Like, the best plot armor.
Why? Nobody knows, because he wasn't really relevant.
No.
Other than being there at the...
You know, people's issue with Finn in The Rise of Skywalker was that he just kept yelling Rey.
Yeah.
That was Steven in this movie.
Yeah.
That was Steven. Steven got the Finn treatment.
Yeah.
Or should I say, not Finn. Finn got the Steven's treatment. It's just scream the name of the girl. And then occasionally help.
Stop!
He's trying to kill you. Well, no shit.
Run!
And they didn't believe him. At all.
Away.
For like most of the movie.
I mean, he wasn't helping himself at all. He was acting very crazy.
He was terrible.
He broke out of jail.
He did.
He straight up had a friend cop. One of his best friends is a cop. And you want to knock him out and just leave him to die. What if Jason took over his body? What would you have done then, Steven? Answer these questions, please.
Asshole Steven.
Asshole Steven. I was hoping Steven died because he looks like a douche.
I didn't like him.
He looks like a douche. He looks like a
no wonder she left him.
He looks like that kid that.
I think the other guy was better.
Look, he looks like that kind of kid that was like a nerd in elementary school, but then in middle school he started doing sports.
Yeah. Exactly what he looked like. You are so hit the nail on the head.
I mean, just the glasses. They're like those are the kind of glasses that you get when you still need them, but you want to look cool.
Yeah, this man, he was annoying the whole time. So when Jason fell out of the body, right, of that one guy, he crawled into his sister.
That was ridiculous.
He just went whoop right up that pussy.
Right up the cooter. It didn't make any sense.
Whoop.
Of all places you could have gone.
Why didn't you do that when you first had her dead?
Doesn't make any sense, bro.
And then she just magically turns back into Jason?
And not only that, but the clothes.
Yeah.
He manifests his old clothes that are also just tattered still. And then the mask manifests too. None of that shit made sense.
No.
It was just like, oh, he took over.
He took over a Voorhees.
He was...
Get ready.
The whole reborn thing definitely was taken to a whole new level.
It was bad. This movie was bad.
Yeah.
And so, in that... I forgot. What were the hands that were dragging him to hell?
Those were definitely just like Muppet hands.
And that's what I wrote. I said Muppet Hands from Hell, an alternate title.
Elmo goes to hell.
We got that picture.
Oh my god!
That's what he was doing. He wasn't doing that. He wasn't looking up. He was reaching up to grab Jason.
Make that
and pull him down.
Make that the thumbnail and just put Jason's mask on Elmo.
That's funny. But the last scene though did set up Freddy versus Jason, which I thought was cool. I thought that was a cool.
I thought that was pretty interesting. It makes me want to watch it. Yeah. Just because.
I mean, it's gonna be bad.
It's so bad. I watched the trailer for it.
Oh really?
Oh god, it's so bad. Because that's also on Amazon Prime.
Oh okay. This wasn't on Prime. I had to purchase this, so I had to text who I'm buying it from. It's like, hey, can I buy this? They're like, yeah sure.
They
cool. And then I texted them later. I was like, this was a waste of money.
This was a waste of $3.
Sorry, I wasted your money. Never watch this movie.
Yeah, don't. I mean, you got 30 days.
We watch movies so you don't have to.
Yes.
Because don't watch this movie.
Please don't. I'm not even gonna rate this.
This is literally one of the worst movies I've ever watched.
I don't even want to rate this. This is like...
No.
We have to, though, because of... This is like...
That's just how our format is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you rate it?
I can't... Okay, here's the thing. If I rate it, I can't give it like a 0. I have to give it at least like a 2. Just because
that's what I was gonna say.
It's so
give it a 2.
I was like... Also, this... For the stoners that watch this show, this is a great movie to watch.
There's only 2 people who watch the show consistently, so...
Hey man, one of them's gotta smoke.
Probably.
But I feel like if this is one of those movies that you definitely put on if you just, you're trying to get some pussy and it's a Friday night and you're like, oh hey baby,
it better be a Friday night.
You want to watch Friday the 13th? You want to watch the final Friday? That's the full title of this movie. Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday.
Yep.
But it's not.
It's not the final Friday. No, the next Friday takes place
There's like
in 2455.
There's like, isn't there like 6 movies after this? Like this is the one right in the middle.
4 more.
4 more after that one.
Yeah.
God.
So not the
not
final
including not including the new one that they're making.
Not including the remake.
Yeah.
And 3.
Well, no, like
it's no, it's 2, because it's Versus and then 24, and then it's
Jason
X. Yeah.
Okay.
But still, not the final
one,
Friday.
That one came out in what, 2004?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
It came out, I think, like the year after Jason versus Freddy, or the year before, something like that.
I've heard. I used to hear from like my ghetto friends that movie was like good.
Jason versus Freddy?
Yeah, because it was like one of those. It came out during the time of like bootleg CDs.
Yeah.
When you could like just go to any gas station and
get the DVD. Yeah.
Right, like some dude's gonna be out there
selling the DVDs.
Right. Excuse me. Sometimes you'll get lucky, and he'll be the guy that actually makes the cases.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll make his own cases. You can just go get, excuse me, like a CD, like a DVD case from the dollar store, and then print out something and put it in the cover.
Right.
And I definitely had that for a little while. Oh man, this movie was a fever dream.
It was bad. I give it a 2 out of 10 as well.
Definitely.
Mostly because the gore factor was there.
Okay.
And so I'll give it a point on that. And then I didn't enjoy it, but it was funny. So
I'm only giving it a 2 because of how just like the 2 points comes from simply the fact that this movie didn't need to be made, but somebody said, hey,
someone approved this movie.
What if we actually kill Jason? And then they were like, but you can't kill Jason. And then the guy goes, exactly.
And they're just like, you're on crack. And he's like, yes, I am. I'll help write the movie. You guys gotta be on crack too.
Oh man.
How should he treat you?
I don't know what I was expecting going into it either, because I knew it was going to be bad. All slasher movies are bad. But
well, if he gets blown up, how is he gonna come back? Alien.
We'll figure it out.
Alien parasite that goes up pussies.
Just as you can't do that. That already happened in another movie. Doesn't matter. Make this.
Do it again.
Do it.
Alien meets fucking
Alien versus Jason.
Alien versus Jason. The Xenomorph versus Jason. Who wins?
I'm gonna look up when Alien versus Predator came out, because I feel like the whole versus
early
thing
2000s maybe
was a trend.
Yeah, it was a trend because they did a couple of those. Serial killer versus serial killer, and then monster versus monster.
Yeah.
I think the first one that did it was Godzilla, right? Where you Godzilla versus.
I mean, that's all Godzilla is
versus,
monster versus monster.
That's true. Mechagodzilla versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of those.
2004.
I know the new ones. Really?
Okay. So the first one, the first Alien versus Predator movie came out in 2004. So when did?
I think it came out in 2003. Jason versus Freddy.
Yeah. So the year before.
Okay.
God, this is I mean, just looking at the trailer here, definitely a 2000s, early 2000s movie.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad movies.
I don't know.
This was a bad movie, rather.
This movie, Jason is wearing like a custodian thing, and it looks very much like the Michael Myers suit, just instead of a white mask, it's a ski mask. But in Jason versus Freddy, he's got the leather jacket.
Oh yeah,
and
his classic.
And then the jeans and the boots and the machete.
He looked really weird in this movie. Like even the hockey mask was like cut.
I feel like we had to watch the movie before this.
Probably.
To understand.
Jason Takes Manhattan?
Yeah.
Really? That's the movie we probably should have taken?
Maybe
watched?
Maybe not this one, but the one...
We should have watched another one. That happened. Jason X. No, I'm kidding.
Just whatever. Because, okay, here's why I say that, though. The Jason's sister and, like, being a thing, I feel like that was definitely in one of the other movies.
Right.
That was just, like it ended with her happily ever after she gets away or whatever, and then her daughter is pregnant now. So I feel like I don't know.
Maybe it's in the comic book that ties them together.
Shit, like movies like this that are just so bad that have so many different plot points that don't make any sense make me feel like I need to watch the rest of the series.
I don't want to after watching that mess.
They're not long though, so one of these days I might do it. Because some of them are free.
Binge Friday the 13th.
Some of the Jason movies are on Hulu to watch.
Maybe we should do that. Like maybe after the first of the year, we watch them all, and then we come back and go through the saga that is Friday the 13th.
God, we should. I kind of want to dedicate like a whole episode
just to do that. Yeah.
Jason, or not even just Jason, because I feel like his movies are.
We should definitely do that after the holidays. They'd be nice. Pace.
Yeah, definitely. God, I can't believe I did this. I'm still like thinking about it. Like, man, I'm the one that chose this movie.
Not the strongest.
Not okay. But my thought process was, let's watch a slasher movie.
Yeah, because we had the zombie movie, which you guys aren't going to get to see unless you want to watch it in the meantime.
I mean, at this point,
no, because we only have. We'll just do the 3.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
We had the zombie movie. We had the paranormal movie. We just needed the slasher.
Right.
So he picked the slasher and just picked the wrong one.
I mean, my other thing also was I had seen it before, but the first time I saw it, my aunt put it on, and my cousins were watching it, and they were like, "Hey, RJ, you want to come watch a scary movie?" And I was like, "Not really." Because I was a pussy when I was a kid.
Sure.
I didn't understand what scary movies actually were. I didn't realize that they're all bad.
This is the worst one, Jason X.
Yeah, but my aunt came in during the 5 minutes of the movie of Jason Goes to Hell, and she was like, "RJ, you're too young to be watching all this. They got titties and killing and all this other stuff." And I was
oh
like,
my God, this is ranked 7th out of 14. Or out of 12.
What, Jason Goes to Hell? That's hilarious.
So there are worse ones.
I mean, I don't doubt that.
Jason Takes Manhattan on here as one of the worst ones.
That's good to know.
Freddy vs. Jason's number 6.
So it's
not awful.
It's better than Jason Goes to Hell. That's good to know.
Yes.
I feel like the only reason why is because it has better animation. Because it was a few years later.
Yeah. Friday the 13th Part 5, Jason Lives is supposedly the final chapter is supposedly the best one. Which again, they should have ended it there. They were on top of the world.
Right.
But no. It's what horror movies do. They just take it too far.
I don't know, man.
Take it way too far.
Every single horror movie.
Have you ever seen Children of the Corn?
No.
Me and my mom and my brother, we watched that one year. So we're like, because she always called us Children of the Corn. She didn't know why, because she'd never seen it. So we watched it. It is like the worst movie. It was like one of the funniest movies we've ever watched.
Really? I've heard it's like actually
It's
scary.
not good. No, it's not scary at all.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, no, it's a bad movie. Maybe the new ones are, but no, this was not. Well, the whole premise of it is that the kids kill all the parents. It's like, it's homicidal peanuts. Okay.
That's hilarious.
And that's it. I mean, and then these adults show up and they try to kill them and they don't.
Word.
It's a bad movie. Not as bad as this movie though.
I mean, this movie was horrible.
We watched this movie so you don't have to. No, you're all good. Man. You're all good. You know what? I'm bound to have a bad one too. So.
Yeah.
Not that the Black Cauldron wasn't good or wasn't bad, but it was not this bad.
Okay, the Black Cauldron wasn't bad. It was just a different time. Yeah. That's the thing about all these movies. You gotta remember, guys. Movies, when you're rating movies, you gotta consider the time it came out and versus like what it would be compared to today. Yes. This is definitely one of those movies where you don't have to do that because it's just terrible.
It's bad. It's bad no matter when it came out.
Yeah.
It would be bad in the 1730s. It would be bad in the 2040s.
I mean, it went straight to VHS. So
I hope it did. I hope no one paid good money to. I hope no one paid good hard-earned money to go watch this in a movie theater.
It was the 90s. Yeah. Just think about what else fucking came out in the 90s. Nothing. You know what? Good. The 90s was just a bad time for movies. I feel like.
It was. Especially after the 80s, which were great.
Right.
The 80s were fantastic, and then the 90s hit.
Like,
they had a couple good ones, obviously the Disney Renaissance movies.
Okay.
And then Jurassic Park. That's pretty much it.
I think it was comedies. Comedies is what did it. There were so many comedic movies that came out in the
And
90s.
not all of them are good.
But all of them were good enough to where if you wanted to go see a movie, you were going to see a comedy.
Right.
Or every single movie had some kind of comedic aspect.
Like this movie.
This movie said, oh, you want comedy?
We'll give you comedy.
But it's still going to be...
But we're going to take it seriously.
Right. Because it's New Line Cinema. New Line Cinema needs to fucking stop. God, they need to fucking stop. I'm going to look up if they're even still in production. Because I haven't seen the New Line Cinema movie in a minute.
Me neither. So that's all I got on this terrible, terrible movie.
I just want to say,
Swing and a miss, RJ.
fucking Christ. But you know what? We had to have, not all of the movies we do on here have to be good, you know?
No, yeah, you're right.
Sometimes we have to suffer.
Because we have a movie that's coming out that was really good, which is One Night in Miami. We're filming that at some point in November.
I still need to watch that. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, that's fine. Because there's a lot of issues with scheduling, so that's understandable.
I definitely want to do that in November, though.
Mm-hmm. But so that's all I got on this movie. This waste of an hour.
2 out of 10 for sure.
Yes, that's being generous too. Because like he said, he doesn't feel like he'd give a 0.
Didn't even.
I'd probably still give it a 1.
I mean, I don't know, man. This movie made my brain hurt. I just want to express like how. I know I've said it so many times already, but like, fuck.
Yeah.
It was bad.
It was bad.
And I was excited to talk about it because I was excited to say how bad it was. Shit.
But
everything that the Duke said.
Everything.
Every single thing he said didn't make any sense.
It was bad.
Also, real quick, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I know we're trying to wrap it up, but I just want to go back to the movie to where the part where the Duke and Steven are in jail. And he just keeps giving him his hand. And he's like, God, this hurts. But like, so you went from asking $500,000 to asking some kid to put his hand through bars.
Yep.
So you can break his fingers.
Yep.
And then it seemed
never
like
affected him.
Right. It seemed like his fingers were fucking fine after that. It seemed like he just popped his knuckles, and he had never had his knuckles pop before. And,
And they put like a microphone right next to it.
Right.
They cut the skin open and put a microphone right next to the bone.
Stephen was like, you know what? That's probably why he was like, go ahead and do it. I can just pop him back into place. I can just pop him back into place afterwards.
Yeah, it was.
God, that was.
It was so bad. And we're gonna have a couple more like that. I think at some point I'm gonna purposely throw a bad one in there, like the man who killed the Bigfoot, the man who killed Hitler, and then the Bigfoot.
Okay.
That's the movie title.
Oh god.
Or Velocipaster.
I'm not doing those. I'm not doing that one.
Yeah, there's nothing to say about those.
That's like Sharknado level bad.
Yeah, but Sharknado was so bad it was good.
I don't believe.
At least I thought they were good. I've never
been able to watch any of those.
I've watched all 6 of them. We had parties for them when they were coming out every year. Well, I mean, there were just the 4 of us, but we loved those movies. Anyway, no sci-fi movies, obviously, from the channel. The channel sci-fi.
This has been real shit. Wally's giving me an aneurysm.
Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, follow us on things. I forgot to say that last time. If you remember it, it should be down here on the screen. I make sure to put it there every time. And
just look in the description.
We'll have Monster House coming. We will not have the same clothes
House.
in that episode.
God, Monster House.
So
I'm gonna love this.
Peace out, guys.